Good evening, and thank you for joining us at our 5th Annual Holiday Memorial Ceremony. I am Brett Gordon, President and CEO of Louisiana Organ Procurement Agency. On behalf of our entire organization, it is my pleasure to kick off this holiday season by honoring the selfless gifts of all of our heroes, both organ and tissue donors, as well as those who have said yes to donation. This time of year is marked by the giving of gifts. During this time, it is important to be grateful not just for the gifts themselves, but for the giving of those gifts. Honoring the spirit in which the gifts are given is what makes the holiday season truly special. As we honor your heroes tonight, we recognize the spirit in which their gifts were given to provide life and healing to others. It is our hope that ceremonies such as these provide peace and that you will continue to find comfort in knowing the light of your loved ones continues to shine even in the darkest of times. We encourage those who may have missed the deadline for submission to type your loved one's name in the Facebook comments section so that everyone watching will be able to see their names as part of the program. Please note that our heroes will be honored in alphabetical order by last name. Due to the large number of names submitted, we will be reading them in 3 sections during the program. Please keep in mind that our staff read the names of your loved ones with love and admiration. We apologize in advance for any mispronunciations.
Tanner Delane Adams, Macy Aiken, Dolphy Alexi, Richie Amari, Naveed Asayesh, Mitchell Jean Aswell, Nicholas Jordan Aqua, Kenneth August Sr., Richard Ayers, Kelsey Bagwell, Stephanie Nicole Barlow, Faye Barrett, Rocky Barawa, Taylor Bass, Kai Batiste, Ramsey Katie Baumgardner, Walton Bean, Matthew Behrens, Antonio Durrell Bennett, Brett Bergeron, Carl Bergeron, Christopher Craig Bergeron, Diane Bergeron, Eleanor Bergeron, Dylan Ray Bernard, Rob Berry, Clinton Bison, Joseph Blair, Charles Booker Jr., Don Boone, Penny Borrell, Lionel Brazil Jr., Sheila Brazil, BJ Boudreau,
Brody Boudreau, Teresa Boudreau, Andrea Bolt, Dondi Borg, Dalton Bork, Peggy Bolt, Rachel Bradford, Ava Grace Brandstetter, Rob Bro, Caitlin Brent, Lauren Brocato, Tyler Brooks, Donna Broussard, Maisie Leah Broussard, Maria Broussard, Barry Dale Brown, Connie Brown, Jared Bradley Brown, Shayna Brown, Tina Kathleen Brown, Ebony Brown, Ricardo Brown, Malachi Burks, Benjamin Ben Burlock, Christian Burton, Ivana Butler, Lloyd Maria Butler Smith, Travis Buzard, Zachary Byler, Christopher Cabrera, Brittany Nicole Kale, Bradley Calais Jr.,
Cameron Cam Calamari, Donald Caldwell Jr., Liz Camardell, Matthew Cameron, Gail Campbell, Kyle Campbell, Chase Cardone, Blaine Carew, Tyler Carpenter, Chelsea Carrier, Ryan Cart, Burley Shine Cart, Matthew Gregory Carter, Jonathan David Catois, Cassidy Cossey, Ricardo Cerna, Bobby Champagne, Bella Ann Chandler, Jody M. Chaponche, Asher Chavers, Gavin Chalette, Wendy Ellis Chesney, Barton Choate, Colleen Clark, Jamil Clark, Tony Clark, Keelan Clark, Cynthia Close Prejean, Anne Marie Kaufman, Jeremy Cole, Richard Cole, Nerby Collins,
David Dudu Cologne Jr., Doug Colston, Dante Costanza, Alex Scooter Corcoran, Wade Cormier, Whitney Cotton, Andrew Cooey, Drew Quartz, Hayes Tyler Crawford, Colton Wiley Crum, Michael Cryer, Drake D, Jonathan Daly, Piers Dammers, Brittany Renee Darby Falcone, Christian Darden, Mike Duzat, David Davis, Tiffany Dawn Bro, Cody Day, Christopher DeHart, Skylar Delaney, Benjamin DeLon, Jeffrey Scott Dennis, Matthew Dennis, Brand Nicole Denson, Ian Wayne Derwin, Monty Wade DeVille, Cameron Dice, Robin Doran, Andrew Dominique, Caden Dominique,
Christopher Ducey, Kenneth Ducey, Melissa Dowers, Mike Dowdy, Pamela Driscoll, Van Drunette Jr., Roshan Drumgool, Brandy Duchesney, Jerry Ducote, Nicholas Duff, Tyler James Dufresne, Tyler Dunn, James Dunning, Jacinda Dunnington, Sheila Dupar, Daryl Duplantis, Brendan Duplantis, Celeste Eagley, Caleb Esterling, Cassie Edwards, Anthony Richard Eichmann, Paul Dean Ellisar Jr., Christopher Emling, Hector Espinosa Rodriguez, Chase Esponge, Chloe Esquivel, Brittany Falcone, Joshua Farmer, Maureen Palmer Favre, Daniel Fayard,
Michael Mikey Fazio, Albert Fazell Jr., Christina Ferrier, Robin Flint, Garrett Fontenot, Jean Fontenot, Harold Wayne Fontenot, Bryce Fontenot, Anderson Fontenot Jr., Michael Fonte, Avery Foreman, Scott Fornia, Zane Fornes, Dana Foster, Amy Fox, David Fox, Charles Franks, David French, Ivanti Gant, Andrew Garcia, Wayne Gary, Brennan Matthew Gott, Cami Goche, Juliette Edame Godtro, Cooper Gibson, Elizabeth Ann Gilmore, Lainey Glaze, Katie Glenn McLean, Brittany Gobert, Wayne Gomez, Ward Gonzalez.
I'm here today representing my son, Andrew Kennedy, who was a donor. He's a very handsome ginger in my eyes. Andrew loved Christmas and believed in giving. He also believed in Santa Claus. He said that everyone knew if you quit believing in Santa Claus, you got socks and underwear for Christmas, and he was determined to never get socks and underwear for Christmas. He told me that if he had something that someone else needed, and it was of no longer use to him, to feel free to let them have it. And this feeling extended to his life-saving donations. Being a part of this service and the donor family community helps me tremendously as well. It helps me to remember that even though it has been 8 years since his accident, my son lives on and will always be remembered. He is remembered as a hero. This legacy lives on through every life that was saved when he lost his. Tonight, I hope the same for all of you who have lost loved ones. I pray that you have the comfort of knowing that our loved ones will always be remembered as the heroes they are, and that their legacies will live on through those that received a part of them. Donation has taught me that one of the most selfless, Christ-like actions that we can do is to give the gift of life. It brings me great peace knowing that my son's gift helped a father, grandfather live 8 more years with his precious family. I was and am blessed and honored to be Andrew's mother, and I also to have been a part of this, the donor community. Thank you for allowing me to speak on behalf of all our LOPA donor families who have said yes to donation.
William Cody Goodman, Dustin Lane Gordon, Kathleen Gordon, Trey Gordon, Carrie Ellen Gore, Reese Gorman, Alonzo Gossi, Robert Goins, Lizzie Gray, Lyndon Stewart Gray, Stephen Green, Christopher Gregory, Brandy Lee Griffin, Chad Griffin, Hazael Guevara, Lane Dalton Guidry, Jacoby Guidry, William Guillard, Sean Elizabeth Guillot, P.L. Larry Gunter, Terry Hallbrooks, Thomas Hall Jr., Kinley Hallmark, Zachariah Hancock, Clifford Haney, Susie Harbor, Holden Hare, Cameron Harnez, John Harper, Dr. Zachary James Harris, Justin Harrison, Latonia Harrison, Frederick Fred Hart,
Orenthal Hart, Tristan Hartman, Gary Hatcher, Kimberly Hawkins, Linda Hayes, Bobby Harth, Alexandra Hebert, Daryl J. Hebert, Justin Hebert, Reed Hebert, Scott Scotty Hebert Jr., Jace Hedrink, Jacob Henry, Dewan Hernandez, Jordan Harrington, Elaine Hickson, Billy Higgins, Justin Hogan, Sabra Hogan, Joshua Holcomb, Gary Holden, Henry Holden IV, Rochelle Ollier, Christopher Holmes, Gregory Horton, Christina Hotard, Corbin Benny Houston, Kurt Howard, Cody Howard, Matthew Edward Hall, Blade Wayne Hunt, Raina Hunter, Anne Marie East,
Anne Yvonne Jackson, Mackenzie Jackson, Quentin Jacobs, Gary James, Timothy Giroux, Linda Chaminette, Joseph Johnson Jr., Donald DJ Jenkins, Major Earl Jenkins, Kelly Johnson, Michael Mikey Johnson, Roy Johnson, Albert Jones, Alan Pops Jones, Talton Jones, William Scott Jones, Roderick Jones Jr., Cinnamon Jordan, Jackson Jumanville, Justin Michael Keller, Kendall James Kelly, Andrew Kennedy, Shannon Kennedy, Aaron Casey Kent, Mason Kiley, Trace King, Heidi King Johnson, Bryant Klein, Victoria Cornegay, Natasha Marie Kraus, William Kiles Jr., Brent LeBove, Kayla Laborde,
Greg LaFour, Wayne LaGrange, Benny Lambert, Chris Lambert, Lane Landry, Matthew Landry, Chanel Lynette, David Lang, Peggy Langley, Shannon Langley, George Langlow, David Lanningham, Carl LaPointe, Philip Jacob Larimore, Joshua LaRiviere, Brett Lasley, Stephen Lestraps Sr., Alvin Lawman, Christian Laverne, Kai Marshall Law, Daniel Lawson, Rixby LaBeouf, Clay LeBlanc, David LeBlanc, Adriana LeBlue, Cameron LeBlue, Cassie LeBlue, Kelly LeBlue, Willis Ledoux, Edward Lee, Devin Leger, Rachel Leger,
Jared Leger Jr., Johnny Lemoyne, Keith David Lemoyne, Penny Leone, Paulden James Lewis, Xander Lioto, Carter Lorette, Roy Lorette, Rex Lofton, Carol Logue, Caleb Lutz, Joshua Lorenz, Will Lorino, Stony Ross Loop, Tyler Louvier, Isaac Luquette, Paul Daniel Mader, Jaron McGee, Dana Malone, Richard D. Malone, Connor Marcel, Maria Markel, Steve Marks, Raymond Mikey Marmillion III, Luke Martin, Bill Martinez, Kason Martinez, Mark Martinez, Carson Mascaro, TJ Mascaro, Dustin Mason, Leander Matthews Sr., Willie Danny May,
Christy Mayfield, Drew Mayon, Ada McCurley, Blake McDonald, Byron Bo McDowell, Brian B.J. McFadden, Loquanisha McGarry, Roderick McGee, Brenda McGraw, Christine McKee, Tabitha McClendon, Shai McNeil, Graham McQuitty, Tony Medley, Benjamin Meeker, Amy Lynn Malasaw, Christy Malasaw, Steve Malasaw, Randy Mellerin, Alexis Melton, James Melton, Dana Moret, Kylie Michaud, Roy Michelle Jr., Alex Migalori, Cameron Miller, Carl C.J. Miller, Flora Molina, Alexis Mollier, Jason Moody, Ted Moon Jr., Katie Moore, Melanie Moore.
Good evening. My name is David Puckett, and I've had the pleasure to serve on the LOPA Foundation Board for the last 6 years, as well as the LOPA Board of Directors. This event is extra special for me as we unveil a special memorial flag honoring your heroes at the LOPA Donor Memorial Park. As you may know, the LOPA Foundation opened your Donor Memorial Park in 2023. You see, your Donor Memorial Park is here to bring comfort to our donor families. It is a sacred place for our recipients to honor their heroes. It is a memorial for our LOPA team to connect to their purpose of making life happen. And it is a tribute to our medical partners, volunteers, and stakeholders for whom we are grateful for every day. This year, we added a flagpole near the foundation where staff and families can host flag-raising ceremonies at the time of recoveries. The flagpole also offers us the opportunity to enhance our holiday memorial tradition. Beginning this year and continuing each holiday season, we'll create and fly a commemorative memorial flag in honor of all of our LOPA heroes. This year's flag features a snowflake design representing the unique gifts of donation, the light that these gifts offer their recipients, and the beautiful legacy that our heroes leave behind. Thank you.
Jamie Moorhead, Christopher Murrow, Amarion Isaiah Morgan, William Lee Morris, Kenneth Morris, Trudy Morris, Taylor Morvant, Rusty Moss, Nevea Mujo, Kevin Mauser, Michael Mulligan, Cynthia Munoz, Melanie Murphy, Zachary Myers, Salvatore Salvi Nami, Chris Naquin, Bobby Nation, David John Neal, James Andy Neely, Christian Shay Nelson, Zachary Nelson, Patricia Nelson, Chadwick Nelson II, Jennifer Cotton Newman, Brittany Newton, Ben Norman, David Norwood, Kristen Nye, Joshua O'Neill, Amjad Attala, River Dawn Owens, Keegan Parsons,
Dominic Patton, Clint Penalber, Dion Pennywell, Caden Peppers, Sam Perkins, John Clark Perry, Nicholas Peters, Melissa Phillips Arnold, Christina Pillay, Bethany Polke, Alexis Porta, Kevin Pounds, DeMarcus Powell, Sean Creeshon, Colby Pressenback, Joshua Allen Pritchard, Jerry Prine, Devin Prudhomme, Rhonda Quirk, Toby Rabelais, James Rochelle, Zavion Bumble Raymer, Jaden Ramirez, Amy Ray, Tevin Bernard Reed, Daniel Reese, Devin Rapath, Jacques Rubin, Travis Rhodes, Brooke Richard, Kelly Louise Richard, Austin Richards.
Sawyer Ridgway, Ralph Ramir, Allie Renge, James Sean Roberts Jr., Deborah Denise Robinson, Alexis Robinson, Andre Robinson, Celestino Rodriguez Ornelas, Kara Rogers, Ray Lynn Rogers, Tegan Rogers, Chase Romero, Lauren Romero, Hunter Roy, Gary Rutherford, Donnie Riles, Billy Sanders, Keith Savoy, John Thomas Savoy, Farrell Scarborough, Kevin Schmidt, Alexandra Schmidt, Eddie Schneider, Quinn Schneider, Jacob Sherba, Casey Seal, Brittany Segura, Eden Serpus, Austin James Shoemaker, Derek Schuff, Justin Shufflin, Stacy Silvio.
Maxie Smith, Robert Everett Smith, Rodney Smith, Russell Smith, Sean Smith, Terrell Smith, Travis Smith, William Smith, Clifford Smith Thomas III, Michael Sean Snyder, Miles Solu, Christopher Michael Solomon, Keith Sonye, Richard Bubba Sonye Jr., Carminda O. Sosa, Brantley Cole Spillman, Brittany Stanfield, Elmore E.J. Stelly, Levi Dave Stevenson, McKenna Stevenson, Christopher Kevin Stewart, Dana Stigmack, Shelley Stiver, Caden Allen Stokes, Cammie Stute, Travis Strahan, Peyton Elizabeth Strain, Alvin Straughter, Taylor Strickland, Alicia Summers, Michael Swallow, Carrie Sylvia,
Lacey Taquino, Dylan Taylor, Grayson Temple, Kelly Terrio, Edward Sonny Thibodeau, Darrell Thibodeau Jr., Catherine Thiels, Ann Thomas, Rhoda Lynn Thomas, Traphus Thomas, James Trey Thomas III, Jonathan Lance Thomason, Chad Thompson, Garrett Thompson, Timothy Thompson, Stephen Thompson, Kelly Thrash, Christopher Thrasher, Richard Turch, Bailey Touche, Billy Joe Touche, Matthew Trahan, Mitch Trahan, Cheney Trahan, Jason Travis, Randy Trellis, Alan Varnado, Esmeralda Vasquez, Fabian Fields, Eddie Vial, Rodney Vialon, Ryan Robert Viator,
Brian Vincent, Jeffrey Vins, Amanda Voiles, Matthew Walden, Harmony Bourgeois Waller, Matthew Walsh, Paul Walters, Anthony Washington, Michael Wattler, Christopher Matthew Watts, James Webb, Damian Weber, Dylan Weber, Heaven Weed, Brent Joseph Wells, Alan Whitaker Sr., Terrell White, Royal Sinclair Widgeon, Kevin Weeman, Lori Wilcox, Javon Wiley, Anna Williams, Caden Williams, Mark Williams, Joshua Drew Williams, Marlon Williams Sr., Tommy Lee Wibberly, Roger Winchester, Leo Winfield, Stacy Winfrey, Jerry Dakota Wynn, Charles Young, Kaizen Young, Jordan Zeiler, Sarah Zuccario.
I am Catherine Bertrand. This is my husband Josh and our son Carter. Carter received a liver transplant when he was 2 years old. He was diagnosed with a genetic liver disorder named TJP2 or PFIC5. This caused cirrhosis of the liver and led to hepatocellular carcinoma. We would like to thank LOPA for this opportunity to be present today, representing one of many grateful recipient families who are given the gift of life only because of each donor who selflessly said yes. Many thanks goes out to the organ procurement organizations such as LOPA, the transplant centers, Texas Children's Transplant Team in Houston, where Carter received his liver transplant, and the multitude of healthcare workers who are all together making life happen every day. On behalf of all recipients, their families, and those still waiting for a transplant, we thank each of you for joining us today to celebrate and honor these individuals who have selflessly offered the priceless gift of organ, tissue, and eye donation to help others in need. We share our gratitude, respect, and appreciation for each name read today, for their act of heroism, and for being the light in our lives, guiding us through. This evening, we celebrated your heroes who are light for others. We embrace each of you, the families, friends, and recipients, and all those who have said yes to donation. From all of us at LOPA, we thank you for allowing us to honor those you love, miss, and cherish most. We appreciate being part of your loved one's story of hope, selflessness, and light.
Thank you and happy holidays.